Hey guys, it is Saturday, February 11th, and I want to go over the Bollinger Band Keltner channel chart template that I'm using now. One of my members has asked me to do a video explaining how to best use this. He found the bands very interesting, so I appreciate that positive feedback, and I'll be glad to do this video. Um, Charles Keltner originally came up with this idea of Keltner channels on a 20 period moving average with 2 standard deviations. Linda Ratchke came up with the method of using an ATR instead of the SMA so that we can do a lot more with these standard deviation settings and really kicking that up a few notches. So I have combined a standard Bollinger Band, that's the pink band, inside a couple of Keltners. I've got a middle band that will contain price, and then when you get to the outer edges, that's where the best engagements are for credit spreads or long-term reversals. You can trade this several different ways. You can use these as support resistance, or when they break out, like the 6A is doing now with this expansion right here, it just keeps running until it turns around. And you can use these on several different methodologies. I trade with the trend direction on my higher time frame trend with the market analyzer primarily, or if I'm in a ranging market and it's red, green, red, green, red, green, it's very easy to just hit these bands on a smaller time frame, like a 5-minute chart, and just trade the bands because it'll be literally like a bumper pool. Um, Once it gets out of the bands, you can just trade it back in, um, especially on divergence. So here we had a higher high, but a much lower high on momentum. So that's telling you that when that reversal comes in, and you can just put this on your Bollinger reversal for right here to take this trade. And ideally, you're trying to trade either to the opposite band or get out of the trade at a mid-band level. Um, Sometimes they don't make it down to the opposite band. Sometimes they will, and this one did not. We are in primarily an uptrend in this market. Another thing I don't like doing is counter trend trading in a strong uptrend. So I prefer to use my reversals to the upside, especially on a 5-minute chart. Anytime I can get in a reversal on these bottom bands, that is ideal. And that way you can hold it to the opposite band like you see right here for a day trade or the longer term timing for your credit spreads or your other longer positions that you're trying to time an entry in. So used all together, it's a great timing tool to test the strength of that support resistance, and on the higher time frame, an excellent entry system on um, positioning yourself for that longer term market reversal, trend reversal, or just range. Let's take a look at gold. That has been making some headway this last few months, since the end of December, also moving up. And you can see here that we had an expansion out of the band. Very nice expansion running down. So here was your downward expansion. Here's your trend short. And all of this is your short trend. And then when you get your Bollinger reversal right here, you start seeing it starting to want to come back in. Wait for your candle to turn. That's why I like my Heiken Ashies. I won't get in here. I'll wait for the candle to turn, and that's the good indication of when to take these trades back in, especially on these outer bands. We had been oversold this market for so long that once it turns around inside your shorter time frame, that's really where to start engaging this market and taking it up. So then you can get on your smaller time frame chart and buy the bottoms. Anytime it hits these bottom bands, just get long, or wait for the candle to turn. Like as soon as it approaches this bottom band here, let me take this off, show you what I'm talking about. So when it starts approaching that bottom band there, 9 o'clock in the morning on January 13th, I may have to put a lot more days on here. Oh, there it is. Here we go. You wait for your candle to turn and time your entries back in. So using this 5-minute chart with your 60-minute chart on that day would have been a fortuitous timing mechanism, and that's what we're looking for. When we have a major trend channel change or just a directional change, a directional move, it is really good to time these trades. Here's another example. Price coming back in, testing this area on much higher momentum. You can either wait for the volatility level to get hit. I like that first breakout, pullback, and then take off, or you can just wait for your Bollinger reversals and get in on a white candle. The white candle did not occur to right there. So that's using your momentum with Heiken Ashi to time these when you get the signal. And then of course, then you just want to hold it because you're with trend trading. You're not going to be doing these counter trend reversals, and you're going to hold it to a higher time frame level. Then you can go ahead and put a 30 or 60-minute chart up and look for a location to let the trade off and see how it slowed down when it got up to the 60-minute volatility level. It started pulling back. But that's what we're looking for on these trade timings with this system. Now, I would like to show you that this does work also on a much lower time frame. So your Unirinkos, for instance, you can also set this to take advantage of entering the trend long when it occurs on your smaller time frame Unirinkos, because I have your trend long, your direction long trail on the template. So once you find the trend is happening, stay out of the pullback, get back in when the trend turns around. Can't get any nicer than that, can you? I don't think so. So this is Julie, J Auto Trading Strategies, using Bollinger Bands to time entries. And again, I prefer with trend trades versus counter trend trading in a trend. But if it is a ranging market, be my guest. I will counter trend trade these all day long. So I did extensive testing on counter trend trading for the last couple of months, and can pretty much tell you that it is so much easier to get a trend direction with my system using the market analyzer, making sure that you're in the direction on an expansion, for instance, on your higher time frame, and find these markets opportunities and then just take your trades. Set it to trend longs and just, you know, take them after the pullbacks. Pretty easy. So I hope y'all have a great weekend and enjoy the templates. Thanks again for your support. I appreciate it.